Ms. Christina Van Wingerden is your class speaker. The Provost Selection Committee chose Christina for this honor from a group of outstanding candidates nominated by our academic programs. Christina Van Wingerden says one of the best things about being a student while working as a staff member at Western was immediately getting to use what she has learned. Christina has conducted an ethics assessment in Western's Division of Student Affairs and an assessment on skill development for Western's associated students. She has also led professional development programs in cultural competency in the Dean of Students unit. She developed 2 book chapters out of the work of 3 of her classes and served as a teaching assistant in several classes, from an MBA labor relations course to a class on curriculum development and assessment. While I am so proud of all of our graduates, those who have decided to redirect the course of their lives later in life deserve particular respect. I sometimes wonder if I would have the courage to so do. Christina had been working at Western for nearly 2 decades when she became a student at Western. She completed her bachelor's degree magna cum laude in 2011 and continued on for her master's degree. She's not done yet. Van Wingerden has her sights on a doctorate and hopes to join the faculty at Western. She says, "You can run after your dreams at any time in your life." For now, Van Wingerden continues to work with the Dean of Students, Ted Pratt, and will soon take over responsibilities for assessment and training in the Dean of Students unit. In the community, she is Vice President of the Board of Directors of the Volunteer Center of Whatcom County and Board Chair for the Flow Project, a nonprofit organization focused on arts and leadership. She is a mother of 3 adult children and the grandmother of 2. Her husband is Jay Van Wingerden. Please welcome your class speaker, Christina Van Wingerden.
Hi, fellow graduates. I love our outfits today. Woo! Okay, so as you know, I'm Christina, and I'm 53 years old, graduating with all of you. I'm so thankful. I'm so changed, I can barely believe it. This is far from where I began. Nervous, scared I wasn't smart enough, and afraid. A friend, seeing the anxious state I was in, gave me a poster with a quote by Audre Lorde, a courageous Black poet, which states, "When I dare to be powerful in the strength and the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." Little did I know at the time that fear would be one of my biggest barriers and how long it would take to overcome. Are you ready? The first time I re-entered the classroom, I was 46 years old. Everything was unknown to me. I felt like a dinosaur from Jurassic Park. Boom, boom, boom. I recognized a friend of my daughter's who recently graduated from a local high school. She texted my daughter Brooke, who was a freshman at the University of Washington. "OMG, is your mom taking classes?" Let me tell you something else about older students. We are very conscientious. One quarter, I signed up for a PE class called Beginning Swimming. I checked the class requirements very carefully. Swim cap, goggles, suit, towel. I ran to the gym from my office to suit up, shower, and be ready to go. I walked out to the pool area, and I was the only one suited up and all wet from the shower. A student whispered to me, "We don't suit up the first day of PE classes." Okay, got that one. Now, fast forward to Woodring College of Education. I'm a graduate student in the adult and higher education program. I'm no longer a dinosaur. I feel like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz when she clicks her heels together and says, "Click, click, click." There's no place like home. Thank you. In graduate school, I was scared of the unknown too, but the opportunities that came along, social justice work and collaborative work with students and faculty deepening, providing richer learning and service to communities, amazing collaborative discussions and work with other students and faculty, and learning from each other, taking class projects and turning them into real projects, a most wonderful journey. Since being selected as today's speaker, I've had others who are older come up to me and tell me their stories of going back to school later in life. My heart is full. One woman last week spoke of being a single parent, working 2 jobs, starting back to school at the age of 40. I know it took something for every one of you to get here. What did it take for you? I wish I could hear all your stories. Gifts from my story have been opportunity to an education I would not have had without financial aid, a confidence and a voice as a woman I never knew. I've learned the importance of access to education for all, what it feels like to be a first-generation college student, what it feels like to be supported by faculty, students, family, and those I work with, what it's like to run after a dream and to realize that dream later in life. I've learned the importance of both embracing and participating in diverse communities and a global world. I'm continuing to learn how to be an ally for others. I've learned in my time here to move from the I, the individual, to the we, our community. I would venture to say that we did not get here alone, and I would encourage us all to remember who helped us get to today. Families, there's mine. Faculty, staff, other students, mentors, to reflect back on what it felt like when we started and who we are now, to pass on encouragement, empowerment, and to help others. WWU has been in the news, and I'm proud to be a graduate of a university which supports diversity and social justice for communities and doesn't back down. This resonates with my new voice. I don't waver, and I've learned this through my educational journey at Western. We are celebrating today Western Washington University and our graduations. What has Western made possible for you? A final thought. I believe every person has a spark, a passion, a gift of who each person is. And when that spark, that passion is free to grow, what a gift to the world. This is your future. This is your world. Let your passion shine. You'll inspire others when you act to make a difference. In tribute to the late, great Maya Angelou, nothing can dim the light which shines from within. Let your passion shine and continue to realize your dreams. Thank you. Congratulations to all. We did it!
Thank you, Christina, for those stirring remarks.